Alright guys, what is going on? I am back again with another reaction. Let's get it. Russ Cook, next video. Come on now.
Now I'm running the length of New Zealand. I've run over 1,500 kilometres to get here, and in this episode, my right leg collapses in on itself.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh no, that's not good.
First ever shoe review.
New Balance carbon plate night out.
And I channel my inner Frodo through Mount Doom and Bag End.
Look at that mountain. Okay, it's actually cold in here, boys.
How are we feeling then, mate?
Definitely been worse. Also been considerably better. I don't know what's going on with my shin. It feels very tender. Yeah. It's quite swollen. Marginally uncomfortable to put any pressure.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
So we're just going to see how it goes. Sometimes these things sort themselves out. Sometimes they don't. We're going to have to find out.
What do you think you'll get done today, mileage-wise, or sorry, Ks-wise?
I'm very unsure.
Do you set a goal in these sort of times, or do you just kind of see how you get on?
When things are so up in the air, there's no point setting a hard goal. Yeah. We'll just see how it is. So many times in my life where I thought I've been injured, I've started running and within an hour or half an hour.
I hope you guys can hear it.
And it's cleared up. Forced the issue a bit.
Said no physio ever. That's how
my brain works.
Just like that, we're back. Me, the tarmac, and a bit of rain for company. Only this time, the leg's in bits.
Yeah, if you guys can't hear it, then I'll make sure next video it'll be better.
Nothing heroic, just movement.
Another day, another day. We're in Matahiwi.
Matahiwi. We're by the bins.
Matahimi.
What's on the cards today?
Alright.
Was that a toilet that I just saw?
The leg is getting better, I think. Haven't tested it out yet, so
yo, that Mackey's kit, but, that jersey kit, yes, look at that, bro. I want to get one.
To it. No time at all.
What's your minimum and what's your maximum?
Mins, 30 big ones. Max, 40, but unlikely. 30 will be a good shift today. Don't want to get too excited and f it even more. So my thoughts are that we are over the hill. Just have to glide on through to maximum recovery.
Yeah,
I'll walk it,
I agree,
warm it up a little bit, then start trying to test them runs.
That is a toilet.
Let's just get a bit of a nice backdrop here.
There's a toilet.
Alright, I'll see you in a bit, boys. Oh yeah, nice.
It's tender. Oh, slow down there, Shad.
Oh, it is a slip and slide out here. Yes, see. Okay. Oh yeah, this is slippy, boy. So slippy. Oh man, I might just have to get my feet f***ed. I'm gonna lose a shoe in that. Let's try that way. Right, so we're well into the North Island now. South Island's miles behind us, and yet I was told the worst of the terrain was down there. Smooth sailing up north, they said. Yeah, explain this. This is hands down the worst stretch I've had to crawl across since day one. To top it off, this boggy mess is knackering my calf. Every little shift to keep balance is overworking the muscle. It's like injury rehab through torture. Absolute shocker.
Oh, what happened?
Oh mate, it's literally, it was a total slip and slide out there.
I didn't even know.
Wow.
Bro, that, oh my god, that probably stinks
You're
so
a bit
bad.
wet, lad.
Yeah, a bit wet, a bit muddy. Fell over probably like 5-6 times.
No.
Yeah, it's just pure. Yeah, it's pure mud. Like.
So we would have in the van.
Oh mate, even if you had the best 4x4 in the world, you would have crashed all over the place. Really? Yeah, no way to make anywhere down there. Some of the roads were so muddy that I just couldn't get up them. Like, especially when it's uphill, they're so slip and slidey that I couldn't even get up. There was loads of sheep out there, so I was like crawling up, but I've just like loads of shit in my hands. Like, yeah.
You seem very calm about it. You're just like,
It's another day at the office.
I was annoyed for about 20 minutes, and I was like, oh, it, whatever.
Nothing you can do, eh?
Yeah. Nice.
The next day wasn't any easier. I wasn't sliding through mud anymore, but all that stabilising had taken a toll. My calf still wasn't any closer to recovering, but like with most things in life, slow and steady is better than nothing. So that's the approach I took. A few short runs here and there, plenty of walking, and by the end of the day, we still managed to put away some kilometres.
38K.
Another $1. Oh. Tomorrow is a new day. I've been saying that for a few days now. You never know when it's going to turn around.
yeah.
It will at some point. Hold tight. Get out there tomorrow. See what she's saying.
How many Ks today?
38.
big
Oh,
numbers.
what? That's decent.
Progress,
That's
bro.
actually
On
really
days
good.
like today, success isn't really about the numbers. It's just going out there, trying my best with the circumstances that I'm in. So
Do you genuinely feel?
I feel like I
Yeah.
did everything I could have done. So I feel satisfied.
Yeah. Sick.
Alrighty. Well, I think we've made marginal improvements. Get in.
Nice.
Okay.
Got to manage that process. We're in negotiations at the moment. We're locked in. It's tight. Get an angle here. Get an angle there. Then we should be able to see this through.
Nice. And how many kilometres to go roughly to the end?
750 odd.
Not bad.
Isn't that many, is it? At least it's sunny today. Whoa, look at the size of that thing, bruv. Get out of here. Why is it hovering, mate? What do you want? Alright, see you in a bit.
Let's see how it goes, boy. Go well.
Just walk.
Left my phone.
Okay, good start.
Today
Look
we
at that.
passed Mount Doom, the actual Mount Doom. Felt like I'd been dropped into Mordor mid-mission. Legs in bits, spirits hanging by a thread. Call me the Fanta Frodo. Pretty sure I could sense the Shire somewhere off in the distance. Maybe that's just my stomach hoping for a second breakfast. Another day grinding
breakfast,
forward. Not as
bro.
much
Breakfast
running as I
sounds
would've
good right
liked,
now,
but
even
we're
though
still
it's like
clocking miles.
9 o'clock p.m. Breakfast just sounds so good.
Yeah, it's good.
Standard?
Yeah, we're getting there. I had a couple little running stints, shorts running stints in there.
Oh, yeah.
They're only little ones.
Yeah.
Just to like start easing it back in. Yeah, it was like, I have actually been thinking like, as I start getting older, I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful with these injuries.
Yeah.
Just in the sense like when I was younger, I say younger, like 3-4 years ago, I would bounce back from these injuries so quickly. Like I'd have like the worst pain, like I feel like a muscle had snapped. So, and I'd be like, yeah, sweet, back in the game, like for a couple of days. It's probably just like a lot of strain I put my body under, and like I've just been quite immature in my approach to recovery. Yeah.
To all the girls out there, I'm taken.
Same. Vibes this morning?
Vibes are up. I don't even know why. I think it must be this lollipop. Isn't it weird how just vibes just come out of nowhere sometimes? Like, there's actually no rhyme or reason
No,
for the
there is no
vibes being up right now.
Can you two come together with your shades? Just get a shot of you, Luca and Russ coming. Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you know how much these were? $10, bargain.
Right, Russy boy.
Nah, he's lying. There's no way.
Woke up today actually feeling like a fraction of my old self, which is a massive win. I could run again, not exactly coming out the tarmac like prime Mike Tyson, but there's life in the legs. Not sure if my body's actually recovered or if it's just stopped bothering to send the warning signs, but either way, I'll take it. Feels like progress.
How's it feeling, boy? Sorry, mate. How's it feeling?
It's getting there,
Yeah?
slight improvements. Starting to mix a little bit more running in.
Nice.
So I think it's still going to be a little while before it's back to 100%, but
Yeah.
you know, we're getting there and that's
Well,
the
this
main
is
thing.
better than the last couple of days, isn't it? So
100%, yeah.
good, good. All right, we'll catch you up.
Table, chair, cards.
Cards. Oh, they're playing.
Hot stepper.
Yeah.
Look at them feet go, boy. Look at them feet go.
Do you know what? It was a good sight to see you start running again, not gonna lie.
Yeah, mate, it feels good as well. Walking's f***ing long, mate. Takes ages, doesn't it? I ran most of that second half. Once it started warming up, it was feeling good. It's very, very tender. We're going to work it. Be smart about it. So yeah, good shift.
I want to do this so bad.
Now that I've had
Like,
a
I
proper
really
chance
do.
to put all these shoes through their paces, feels like a good time to sit down and see what actually held up and what fell apart.
Today, girls and boys, I'm going to tell you about some of the shoes that I've been wearing. Don't look too excited about it, mate. 5-6 different pairs of shoes out here. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts on them.
Let's see.
Brooks Glycerin 22, I've been wearing these quite a lot. Well, they're like an everyday runner. You're not going to get PBs in these, but they're designed to be comfy, bank lots of mileage in them, just daily ones, you know? I'm not too sure about this colourway, to be honest. When I used to buy running trainers, I'd always buy swish-looking ones that I could wear on a night out and running. These wouldn't tick that box. If I compare them to the other daily runners that I've had, I'd say they're up in the top tier with them. So these were $330. That's like,
Dang.
yeah, 150 quid. Next one, Ultras, okay. So I've probably worn this shoe more than any other on the project. The shape of the shoe is much more foot-like. So it's a bit more boxy, which I personally really like. It doesn't cramp your toes in there. I've also put these through the absolute ringer. I don't even think I've got close to getting a blister in these. The grip is pretty naff, which is quite disappointing because if they had good grip, like these would be like absolutely fire. I would put them in the category of light trail. Your little city, little bits of gravel and that. Like I wouldn't really be tackling mountains in these things, unfortunately. $277. Okay. That's actually pretty good value. That's like 130s. Okay, next up, Asics Trabuco Max 4. Probably only done a couple 100K in them. The grip's really good, the cushion is really good, and that's kind of a bit of a pro and a bit of a con. For pumping big mileage on light trails, I'd say these are unreal. For technical terrain, I still wouldn't back them. This wedge is so big, right, that it makes it a little bit unstable on some of these like really technical trails. When you're that far off the ground, like you don't feel the ground so much. All that being said, they're very, very comfortable. $300, sort of 140, 135. That's not bad. Actually, that's pretty good value. Next, New Balance. These shoes do have a carbon plate in them. I don't really run fast enough to warrant a carbon plate, but I just wanted one because they're kind of sexy, and I think these are beautiful as well. I love me a fresh white trainer. Carbon plate night out. Carbon plate night out. But these are $350. That's like 160, 170 quid. It's definitely the comfiest carbon plated shoe I've ever worn. So I'd say like it's a good tempo trainer. You're looking to hit those speed workouts. She's a good shout. These are pretty unreal. Adidas Torres. They're very fast. They're super light. No good for trail, but I would say for like rough roads, I've had a great time in these. They've got a carbon plate in them again. $245. That's outrageous value. 115, 120 quid. I've put a lot of mileage through these. They're not very comfortable. They've blistered my feet up on a few occasions, but they're very fast. They deliver on what they say they're going to deliver. Get them on a dusty trail. PB's coming in. We got 60Ks to Hamilton. We are meeting a geezer called Uncle Tix. He makes videos online. He's got Tix, and I think he's like spread. He's like kind of like owning that space and like being like, I've got Tix. I'm just gonna have fun with it. So I'm excited to meet him. I think it's gonna be a good laugh. Yeah.
What?
All right. See you later.
See you later, bro.
Do you know where you're going? Oh, yeah.
Chill out on that leg, boy.
Oh yeah, watching me hobble off like that, you'd think we were in for another shocker, but not today. Managed to run a fair bit more, and even the walk's got a bit of purpose behind it now. We've definitely been in better shape, but for the first time in a while, I'm starting to see that little glimmer at the end of the tunnel.
Toby,
where are you from? England. Yeah, boy. You sound like you had a bit of a Kiwi accent. Oh, I can do a Kiwi if you want.
Yeah, Peru kid.
All of our Kiwi accents.
Go.
New weed, bro. I'm beach stairs, bro.
Go, give me one. Oh, hey, bro, my name's Ben. That's probably the best one.
Yeah. Wait till you hear Lucas.
Oh, my name is also Ben.
Oh, that's actually too bad as well. Oh. Your guys' ones were f***ing shit.
I can't believe it. My one time to step up and shine and bottle it.
So am I going to do a half marathon or am I going to do 10Ks with you?
I've done 30K already today, so I'm only going to do about 15, I think. So you work to join for as much or as...
No, I'll do the 15 with you.
Alright, sweet.
Okay.
Ready?
I was born ready.
I was born ready.
Yeah, so they're having a little run, we're getting some content, and then we're going to go and cook up a hangy with him later, which is like a traditional New Zealand dish, which they smoke and cook food underground, which is sick.
So I guess we'll find out more later, won't we?
Yeah.
Having Leighton join me for the back end of the run really helped. Normally I'm out here solo. Running's always been my form of meditation. But when you're carrying an injury this big, sometimes the best thing you can do is chat rubbish and forget about the pain for a bit. Conversation goes a long way.
It does.
I'm so Yeah.
Well, mate. Good stuff. Got in.
Savage ass. Jesus, bro, that's I have a lot of respect for you, bro. Thanks, man. I just see it on the run. I just really appreciate you fellas having me along. Just a loud Māori boy from New Zealand, so thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a hongi, bro. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Thank you so much, bro.
Oh, what?
All right, welcome to my house. We've got some stuffing in here. This is all prepared by my beautiful wife as well. Potatoes here and some carrots. Porka, which is pork. And then we've got chicken cutlets.
How often do you have this?
Not all the time.
No.
Just for special occasions.
Yeah, nice.
Since you idiots are here. So yeah, that's our cocktail.
Sick. And how do you pronounce it?
It's called a hangi.
Hangi.
What about you, my Italian f***? Sorry.
Spaghetti.
I'm gonna love all the beeps you guys are gonna have to do.
Yeah. Oh, we don't have to do it, man. We'll send it to Jamie.
This is a Maori tattoo, right?
Yep.
What does it mean? What's
Get you ginger. All right, so sorry. So mine is a story about my whānau, my family. So that's my mum and my dad, and I've got my 2 sisters up here. And then when I have kids, I will continue over my heart. Now your next question is going to be, how the did a guy like you get all these nice lines done on him? Pain overrides my Tourette's. Just like anything in life, I just want it done. So I'm going to be sitting there and shivering and crying because it's so sore, right?
Yeah.
My body was starting to go into shock, trying to fight what was going on.
Yeah,
It was really weird. Yeah, it was cool though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough. Enough.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, how hot's my flatmate?
I'm taking.
Oh, but I'm. Oh. My lovely wife cooked us a mean feed tonight.
A mean feed. That means like
Sorry, got you.
that means like a big dinner.
On milk.
Look at those dogs, bro.
Oh, those toes.
Mate, slap up.
Unreal. Here's my review. The meat, succulent, juicy, smoky flavour. The stuffing, unbelievable too. The potatoes, winner.
Chicken dinner.
Carrots,
Mm.
stupendous.
What do you reckon?
Look at my plate.
Very nice.
The hospitality out here in New Zealand's been nothing short of 10-10. Massive shout out to Leighton, aka Uncle Tix, for taking us in for the
Uncle
night
Tix,
and giving
bruh.
me and the crew a proper taste of Kiwi culture. But as always with these transcontinental missions, we can't sit still for long. The tarmac's calling, and if we stay on course, I reckon we'll be knocking on Bilbo Baggins' front door before the day's out.
Oh, wow. We're in Hobbiton, so if you lot have ever watched Lord of the Rings or know about Lord of the Rings, then you know about the Hobbits. We're just coming to check out their gaff for a quick one.
This is the Shire, boy.
Shire, so where like
Get
Frodo
to the
Baggins
gaff.
and their man, they're from here. Just wanted to come and say hey quick.
Yeah.
I'm going on an adventure!
Wait, is it really based on? What?
Now look, I'm not exactly a Lord of the Rings super fan or anything, but even I've got to admit, this place was proper class. The history, the legacy, the sheer weirdness of walking through a film set like it's real life, it was unreal.
How does it feel to finally be tall somewhere?
Bastard.
I reckon Barbs would get cast as an orc.
I'd be happy with being an orc.
You wouldn't need any makeup either.
So is this an
It kind of looks like the Teletubbies, like the Teletubby place.
And maybe there is something a bit magical about Hobbiton, because ever since stepping foot in that place, I've somehow been able to run again. And this feed right here might just be the best thing I've scrammed in months. Absolute scenes.
The cat.
When we set off from
That's
Bluff,
insane.
Cape Ranga felt like a fantasy, some mythical point at the top of the country that didn't really exist. Not for us anyway. But now, as we creep closer to Auckland, it's starting to feel real, like properly real.
Good sesh? Yeah, good. It's like every day. Terrible first hour. Yeah. Much better second hour. How can your job be to make bottles for runners and they all leak? Camelback, bruv. Sort it out. Shouldn't be a science to put a lid on so that it doesn't leak, do you know what I mean?
Vivid.
Takes the piss.
How many big ones now, son?
25.
Yeah.
That is true, though. That is true. If you need a bottle, then I mean, it might as well be a good bottle, you know?
Battled injuries, storms, bush tracks, mental breakdowns a lot. We're not done yet, but the end's in sight, and that's
That
a
area
mad
kinda
thing
looks
to
like
get your head
America.
around. We've just made.
That was a f***ing good save. I just absolutely stacked it with the camera.
Oh.
Where was I? Oh yeah, Auckland.
I was about
Just
to
made it
say.
to the country's biggest city. Over 1.6 million people live here, which is wild when you remember there's only 5 million people across the whole country. And from here, it's
Look at
roughly
that.
400 kilometres left to go to reach Cape Reinga. We've come this far, Bluff to Auckland, and there's no way we're stopping now. New Zealand, my 28th country that I'll have run through, and we're finishing next episode. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Alright, boys. I hope you enjoyed. Please go subscribe to him and subscribe to me. You already know. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Live the life, guys.